I sorry for that, something happened. So I'm doing it in two parts now. So we were discussing, we've discussed this. No, we haven't discussed it yet. We have discussed this. We've discussed this. We've discussed this. Yeah, we were discussing this one. What is the effective annual cost of credit 1/15? So either the firm pays the thing in 40 days or it is payable in 60 days. So we were discussing this one. So you have to compute the interest rate. You have to compute the cost of credit based on 40 days first, and then you have to compute cost of credit based on 60 days first. So if you do it based on 40 days, it is 25 remaining days, right? And if you do it based on 60 days, it is 45 remaining days. So interest rate is $1 divided by $99. So it's a discount of $1. If the firm delays this payment until the 16th day, it does 45 days in total. So 60 days, remaining days will be 45. So 365 divided by 45, 8.11. So 1 plus interest rate to the power 8.11 minus 1, it gives you 8%, 8.4% cost. So if you delay this to 60th day, you're effectively paying 8.49%. But what happens if you pay it on the 45th day? So if you pay it on 45th day, you get credit only for 25 days. So that is 14.6. So it gives you 1 plus interest rate to the power 14.6, that is 15.80%. The credit is substantially increases the cost of credit. So the cost of credit substantially goes up. So the next part is inventory management. Now there are specific benefits of holding inventory. Inventory helps minimize the risk that the firms will not be able to obtain an input it needs for production and avoid stockouts. So sometimes you see that businesses show the sign of sold out. So that's not good, because then customers will move on to someone else, right? They will go to your competitors. So you have to be careful of having enough inventory. Factors such as seasons in demand means that customer purchases do not perfectly match the efficient production cycle. So that is also an important parameter to focus on. Cost of holding inventories, it is acquisition cost. When you acquire something, what is the cost of acquiring it? Order cost. So if you're ordering, if you're making a purchase, you need to invoice it. So all the costs that are surrounded by that. And carrying cost, that is the storage cost. Now there is a just-in-time inventory management technique where you almost carry zero inventory. Whatever you need, you get it right away. So Boeing is an example of that. So whenever Boeing manufactures a plane, whenever it assembles a plane, it tries to manage its supply chain such that it gets all the part maybe right at the time it is planning to assemble it. So when a firm acquires inventory precisely when needed, so that the inventory balance is always zero or very close to it. Now the last part is cash management. So you need to there are motivations of holding cash. You need to have transaction balance to meet day-to-day expense. You need to have precautionary balance if something goes wrong with the business. For example, if something like pandemic happens, you need to have cash in hand to survive that. And you need to have compensating balance. Sometimes bank requires that you keep minimum amount of balance with them. So you need cash for that. So if you do not need cash, you can invest it. There are several short-term securities that the firms with excess cash can invest in. These are called as money market investments. It could be treasury bills given by the government, or it could be commercial papers given by companies. So that's it. See you in the next chapter.